Kitchens were actually invented back when palace owners needed a place to cut the cheese. We've all seen those kitchen gadgets that never work or are bound to break right after using them. So in this video, we're checking out 5 items that I use that actually work and are under $15. So let's get started. First up are these oil spritzers, and these are what got me excited about this in the first place. I caught these on sale a couple years ago, and I always wanted something to spritz oil. I didn't even realize it was already a thing. So I've got 2 here. I've got my olive oil and vegetable oil. These are nice glass containers, and they've got nice measurements along the side here, and you just spritz at the top. And as you can tell, I use this pretty regularly and I need to refill this, so let's do that. And if only I had a larger spritzer just for filling it up. And you'll notice on the front of this bottle, it's the olive oil. I've got a black sticker. I believe it came with that. I put that one on this bottle to indicate, for me it's like an olive, so I know this is the olive oil, and then the other one's just the vegetable oil. And there we have it. Gotta love that adorable little funnel. I love these things. As you can see, I put this one to a lot of use. I don't use the vegetable oil as much, but it's still handy. So before I found these, I used to fill up these just barbecue bottles with oil, and that was pretty nice. I actually liked that a lot, but sometimes I still just wanted like a mist. If I was doing like asparagus or something and didn't need like a drizzle, I wanted like a spray of oil. That's where these come in handy. Or when you're just cooking an egg or something simple and you don't need a whole lot, you just can grab your pan, and let me get this out of the way. Pretty nice. I think you could probably get some pretty good distance on this thing too. So, you know, you could, I don't know, do some sort of oil spraying competition for distance. All right, before I make too big of a mess, let's move on to the next item. And one last thing, they come in this nice little holder if you need it, or you can keep it elsewhere. Next up is one of my favorite items and something I use almost on a daily basis. It is actually this cheese knife. I didn't know this was even a thing, and I think someone gave this to us as a gift. I didn't think anything of it until I used it. All right, just for a size comparison, I have a similar regular knife here and a block of cheese. A lot of times the cheese will just stick to these knives, and it's not a lot of fun. You get some chunks here, but this thing is sweet. It's got these big cutout gaps that I think just allowed it to glide down the cheese. It's so easy, nothing's clinging. It's coming out nice and clean. You can go as thin or thick as you want. It's also so much easier just cutting down on this cheese. Cheese knife, I didn't even know they were a thing, but you gotta check that out. All right, let's move on. I picked up the next item just last year, but it's been a lot of fun using them. You know when you're digging around in your drawer and you've got your measuring cups and the measuring, what are the spoons or whatever, they're like going all over the place, they're filling up the drawer, they're scattered, you can never find them. Well, check this out. You can get a magnetic set. Now this isn't going up into the cups, but the smaller, what do you even call these? The spoons? I don't know. Teaspoon, tablespoon sizes. You got everything in here. They just pop right off, snap right back on. So easy. What's that, honey? You need a gallon of milk? Let me whip this tablespoon off and take an hour sorting it for you, because I can. I love these. You throw them right back in the drawer. They're right back on. Love it. You can take off chunks at a time, get to the one you need, throw them back together. Not quite as cool, but still very handy, is this ground beef masher, or whatever you want to call it. That's what I use it for. If I'm smashing ground beef in a pan, if I just need tacos, meat, whatever, it's so much easier using this thing with all these different blades on here. You get, let's see, there's 2, 4, 5. So you get like 5 times the action versus just using one of these. You know, mashing your taco meat, takes forever, but you do it this way, you're done in no time. Ground beef, ground turkey, anything like that, I whip this thing out real quick. Super easy. Our fifth item, and don't worry, I've got a bonus item coming, but fifth on the list are these silicone mats. A friend showed these to me a few years ago, and they were awesome. They had cooked some cookies, I believe. We were over for a game night, and I was like, what is this? So cool, reusable. You're not buying rolls of parchment paper. You're not dealing with tin foil. These things are non-stick. You can bake in them. It's great. You throw it right in your cookie sheet, take them right off and wash them. They can roll up really small, depending on your storage area, however you want to do it. They're pretty cool. So maybe you already knew about these. It was probably just me out of the loop. So why the heck didn't you guys get me in on the loop? Now we're all on the same page. Last up, and something that I use quite often, and I'm throwing it in as a bonus because I bet most homes already have this, but some don't, or maybe you need a different one, is a quick read thermometer. Before you leave, let me say quick read is the key here. Everyone might have a thermometer, but we want a quick read because when you're out there on the grill opening it up, letting all the heat out, you don't want to be sitting there for like 2 minutes waiting for the temperature to catch up to what it's at. You want to pop it in, get your temperature, pull it out and close it up if you need to. You're not wasting all that heat and time. So if you don't have a quick read thermometer, that is highly recommended. And who knows, maybe it'll help you call in sick one day, putting it to use. So super simple overall. Like I said, I hadn't even heard of several of these not too long ago, so I'm sure there's more that I'm missing out on, and maybe this helps somebody out too. But thanks for watching.